Happy New Year and welcome to 2023. And you might be wondering, how do I get the best deal when buying a house in Las Vegas in 2023? And I'm going to go through my 5 top tips for getting the best deal in this volatile, changing market in Las Vegas in real estate. And I'm going to go through it right now. 2023 is going to be a great year to buy Las Vegas real estate, and I'm going to tell you a few places where you can still get bargains. And the first one is going to be in new construction. So today we're going to talk about new construction and all the bargains that you can find in Las Vegas in 2023 on new homes. I've got 5 tips for you on how to get the best deal when buying a new home and new home construction in Las Vegas. The number 1 tip is hire your own agent. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of people see those signs and those feather flags and things and they say models open, check out now. And you walk in there and then you start talking to the agent on site. Well, that agent works for the builder. They do not work for you. So they are representing the seller, which is the builder. So their interests are totally different from your interests, and they're not obliged to get you the best deal whatsoever. So you really want to hire your own agent, and your own agent needs to go with you when you go into these model homes, and that's usually part of the deal. Your agent has to be a part of it from the very beginning, so make sure to take your agent with you on the very first time you go into model homes. Now, when you hire your own agent, there is no out-of-pocket cost for you, and it doesn't affect your negotiating as far as like you don't get a better deal and the prices are different when you bring your own agent. Actually, the opposite is true. You're going to be able to negotiate and navigate a whole lot better when you have an agent on your side that knows the process, knows the questions to ask, and is able to help you navigate that process and figure out where there's a little push and pull and where you can actually get in there and get the best deals possible. So number 1 tip is hire your own agent, and remember, it's free to you. The seller actually pays that fee, and it's separate from your house purchase that's already allocated on the side for you. So you get a free agent for you that represents your interests. Tip number 2, and this one is a big one, incentives. So right now, and this is what makes buying new construction in Las Vegas so great right now, is because they're offering all kinds of incentives. So some of the incentives are a percentage of the purchase price rebated back to you in the form of closing costs, let's say. Or you can use that money usually towards your closing costs or towards rate buy downs. Now, just one caveat, usually to get those bonuses and get that extra incentive money, anywhere from 3 to 6%. I've been seeing 6% negotiations happening right now with some of my clients in new construction. So there's really a lot of money that you can use. And if you wanted to buy down those high interest rates, you can do a permanent buy down or a temporary buy down if you think you might refinance in the future, and you can use that money. It's actually a great deal for you. So that's what makes buying new a little bit more of an incentive. Since they have their inside lenders, they're able to give you a little bit more incentives and a little bit more towards your closing costs. So that's a great way to start out by purchasing a new home using some incentives so you're able to get that interest rate down or even get some of your closing costs paid, or maybe both. Tip number 3 in getting the best deal on new construction homes in Las Vegas. So we talked about incentives in closing costs and financial things, but you can also get other incentives. Design center credit. So if you wanted to upgrade the flooring, or if it's carpet and you wanted wood floors or wood tile or something like that, you can get some design center credits. Many times an appliance package like the stainless steel appliances or the washer, dryer, refrigerator, those are usually extra. Sometimes we can negotiate that as an add-on. So besides getting a closing cost or a percentage for your rate buy down, we can also sometimes get some of these other things that are incentives, but are design center credits, appliances, maybe even window coverings, and there's other fees that go along with buying new construction, like lot premiums. So if you want that corner lot or the lot that backs up to the park, sometimes those lots go for a little bit extra, or sometimes a lot extra. It depends on the neighborhood. So you might want to try to negotiate and get some of those, maybe thrown in, maybe decreased in price. You never know. So that is my number 3 tip, is so don't just think about closing costs. Maybe you even ask for other incentives that they can offer. Now, tip number 4, we're going to just throw this one in there because if you're dealing in cash, perhaps you sold your house in California or Texas or someplace else, and you're relocating and you've got a stack of cash from the sale of your previous house. Cash is king, and you can always get some extra incentives. Obviously, waiving the appraisal is one thing that we always talk about, and shortened timeline. So cash is king. You can also get extra things when you're dealing in cash. So that's something also. So the other one, when you're talking about closing costs, when you're financing the deal and you have to use their lender, you can also get some deals when you're paying in cash, and you can negotiate that as well. And tip number 5, which is actually my number 1 tip, it's the best tip of all, is move-in ready homes that the builder has. So they're brand new, but they've got a couple different kinds of homes that are available, maybe sometimes in a couple weeks or a month, or actually move in right now. So those are the homes that you're going to get the best deal on. Many times they'll have many of the design choices already chosen for you, and that will be part of the price. So whether it's a lot premium or design upgrades that they've put in the house and that sort of thing, those things could be greatly discounted or actually put in there for free sometimes. So I just dealt with a builder, and that's exactly what they did. They brought everything down to the base price, so you get $20, $30, $40, $50,000 worth of upgrades, but you're paying just the base price of the house. So that is the best deal that you can get on new homes right now. So that's the ones that they want to get rid of. So they've got those sitting. As soon as they're finished building, they want to have that sold and move on. They do not want a house sitting there all finished with no buyer. Now, many of these homes are speculation homes, meaning the builder has continued to build them and made the choices themselves. But oftentimes, these are houses that have fallen out. So if they were a part of a deal and maybe a buyer has put his ideas into it and picked certain choices and put his money down, and then something happened, his financing fell through or made them change their mind, or a myriad of other things could have happened, and that house is now available when they weren't planning on having that house available. They thought it was sold. They'll sometimes discount that one like crazy because they want to make sure that one's ready to go. They want to make sure a family moves in there and they start paying for it right away. So speculation homes or move-in ready homes are the best deal. And I get an updated list, and I'm always following up because I think these are the best deals. And if anyone's interested in new construction, this is exactly where you should start. If you're interested in looking at new construction, remember you've got to take your agent on the very first trip. Let's make a day of it. Let's go out and look at some of the model homes. I've got some great recommendations for ones that have the closeouts, that have the super bargains, the super deals, that have standing inventory. So it'd just be like buying a resale home where you get to close on it in 30 to 40 days, that sort of thing, and then move right in. Well, there's many of these new homes that are exactly in that situation, that are pretty much ready to go, either ready to go or pretty much ready to go in the next month or two. And you can move in right away, and you'll have a brand new house and get lots of extra incentives, rate buy downs, things that you may not get on the resale market, but you can get it on new homes. And I've got a list of those homes, and you just tell me exactly the kind of place that you're looking for, and we'll go out and we'll get you a great deal in 2023 and make this your best year yet. Thanks for watching the Home Sweet Home Las Vegas channel. Don't forget to check out some of my other videos or playlists. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We're doing lots of different videos on real estate pricing and neighborhoods in Las Vegas, and also staging transformations, things for sellers when you go to sell your home, and also all kinds of Live Beyond the Strip shorts that tell you all the fun and cool things to do to get the most out of living in Las Vegas.